My lovelies, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Daily Vibration. So, if you are tuning in via YouTube, welcome. If you are tuning in via Instagram, Facebook, or my podcast, I want to welcome you guys. Thank you guys so much for tapping into the Daily Vibration. Okay, I think, guys, I'm going to change the whole setup of the Daily Vibrations again. Yeah. So we just gonna have to stay tuned to see how that's gonna be swapped up again, right? I am changing, and I told you guys, like as the channel will change, I am going to also change. I know my YouTube community have not seen me in a while, and that is because I am changing, like I'm transforming, I'm transmuting. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, okay? So I am going to be back shortly. I don't think I've tapped in with you guys for the year, so hopefully I get some time this afternoon where I can actually sit and we can hang out and chat it up. My YouTube community, my day ones, right? With that being said, I really wanted to get in the mental and emotional chess aspect. I feel like I love what I do. I love reading tarot. I love numerology. I love astrology. I love quantum physics. I love all of the things that I do. However, I also feel like for me to bring you content where it's not uplifting, where it's not something that you can edify yourself, where it's not something that you can it's not about being a better person, but it's something where you can learn to be and to allow yourself to expand, to unfold, allow yourself to love yourself, allow yourself to love others, forgive others, right? That is where I want to take this. I want to take this channel and I want to take my gift to another level of truly helping people on a deeper level. There's so much more that I can offer versus reading the tarot cards, guys. So these videos moving forward, or these daily vibration moving forward, they are going to be a little bit more eclectic, okay? So we're going to jump into the numerology breakdown. We're going to get into some of the metaphysics, right? But we're also going to talk about you, healing you, right? The aspects of you that you may not have even discovered yet, right? Self-mastery. We're going to talk about those things. So let's begin. Okay, so happy Friday to you. So no matter when you are clicking on this video or this podcast, I want you guys to know that if the message resonates, it is for you. And if it does not, you take what you need and you leave what you do not, okay? With that being said, my lovelies, it is Friday, January 15th, 2021. So happy Friday to you. We are vibrating on the number 3, okay? For the date, right? Now the day, Friday, actually vibrates on the number 9. And Fridays are ruled by Venus. And Venus is the aspects of how people spiritually manifest into this physical world, right? So you can't do anything without Venus's energy on this planet, in this dimension, okay? So Venus plays a very big role of how things are expressed, right, in this dimension. So happy Venus Day to you, right? Find that love, find that balance, find that stability within yourself today, okay? Now the moon is currently still in Aquarius as I am recording this video, and by the time that you are listening to this, you may also be in the moon's energy in Aquarius, right? However, the moon is going to be swapping over into Pisces this evening at about 5:17 p.m. Okay, now with that being said, that means that there's going to be a void course, right, from about 4:28 a.m. to about 5:17 p.m. today. So just be mindful that void course is really a time that you can reflect within yourself and go deeper within yourself, okay? Not to mention Pisces can be very emotional energy, okay? But Pisces also can create illusions or understanding, all right? So you definitely want to tap into your emotions today as we shift over into Pisces at the end of the day, okay? So you might already start to feel the energy shifting if you're really sensitive earlier throughout the day. You can feel like that all-knowing energy kind of shifts over maybe to a little bit emotional where you don't know if you can't really trust yourself. Am I feeling too much? Am I thinking too much? Am I doing too much? So be mindful of that Piscean energy as it comes in this afternoon, okay? I also want to say we are vibrating under number 3 today as far as the date is concerned, right? Within that energetic pattern, some of the things that you can find within the number 3 obviously, within all numbers, is your intuitive energy, okay? So you can tap into your intuition at any given time throughout the day. Your intuition is linked to all of your possibilities, okay? With that being said, you know the saying that says you only have opportunities once in a lifetime? That is bullshit. I'm just going to tell you right now, that's bullshit, okay? Opportunities and possibilities are available to you all day, every day, right? You just need to trust your intuition so you can tap into your limitless supply, okay? Start loving yourself, okay? So we're going to kick off next week with self-love week, okay? That's what we're doing. Next week is going to be self-love week, all right? So with that being said, vibrating on the number 3 today, you have intuitive energy. You also have youthfulness in the atmosphere today. Self-expression is going to be key for some of you, so you want to tap into that. Growth is definitely in the atmosphere. So are you going to be stagnant, or are you going to grow past your now moment, past your what you may consider to be mistakes, what you may consider to be things about yourself that you don't like or that you don't love, or maybe things about others that you don't like or you don't love, right? So be mindful, right? You can definitely grow from your experiences, whether you label those experiences good, bad, or indifferent. There's always a lesson for you to take and learn from, okay? Psychic ability is going to be on key today, right? So some of you is going to be tapping into your clairvoyances, and some of you are going to be definitely trusting your intuition. There are some of you that might not trust your ability today, but that energy is in the atmosphere, so you want to be mindful of that, all right? Now, number 3 also vibrates on the ascended masters numbers, so this is about finding inner peace that can lead you to your wholeness, okay? Clarity coming in, and love, right? And this is all coming from a place within, so you can tap into those energetic signatures today also, right? On the opposite end of the number 3 today, which you can find is mania. You can also find heavy mood swings in the atmosphere today. Not to mention, you can find people getting a huge ego smackdowns today, okay? So if you got a big ego, you will have to watch that today, right? We got huge ego smackdowns in the atmosphere today, so you want to be mindful of that energy. Not to mention miscommunication and indifferences are in the atmosphere, so you want to be mindful of that, okay? Now, depending on how sensitive you are to energy, right? You maybe even begin to start feeling that retrograde coming in towards the end of the month in Mercury, right? So just be mindful, especially if you have a lot of Mercury in your chart and you are super sensitive to energy. I know when Mercury is about to go into retrograde, I have to slow down the way that I speak. I have a Gemini moon, so I have to slow down the way that I speak, because then my words can become mumble jumbled, okay? So just be mindful of that today as you're moving throughout the energy, okay? Now, on the number 9 vibration today, which Friday vibrates on the number 9, you have compassionate energy in the atmosphere. You also have inner wisdom, inner strength. Higher perspective is going to be important for some of you today. Some of you are going to have to look higher and past the situation which you're currently seeing, right? You're going to have to rise above it and look higher, and maybe change your perception and how you see things today. Self-love and brilliance is also in the atmosphere today on the number 9, so you can tap into those energies also. Now, on the opposite end of the number 9, you can have energies like feeling tired, okay? Some of you can be feeling very tired today, not really wanting to do much. You want to make sure that you are drinking plenty of water, okay? And some of you can be easily irritated today, so you want to be mindful of that energy, okay? Maybe just woosah, jump into self-awareness or observation, right? Without judgment. Observation without judgment does wonders, y'all. And we can talk about that in a video, right? Not to mention today, not taking care of your obligations or your responsibility is also in the atmosphere for some people today. So you are going to have to be mindful of that as you are moving throughout the day, okay? Now let's talk about the metaphysical aspect of these numbers, right? So first of all, you have the number 3, and number 3 is the first vibration of mind, the thinking number. So it's the first thinking number, okay? So number 1 would be the physical number, number 2 would be the spiritual number, and number 3 will be the first thinking number, okay? Now, we're talking about following the primary verbal and intuitive expressions that comes to the mental aspect of oneself, right? So I want to say this, if we were talking about the gateway of the rational mind here, so we're talking about conscious mind and the rational mind, your logical and your spiritual side coming together. Logical, spiritual side coming together. Okay? logical, spiritual side coming together. The 3 also represents, my love, I want to say the Holy Trinity, right? So when we talk about the Holy Trinity, we're talking about mind, body, and soul. And mixed up within that, we can also find masculine, feminine energy, and then matter vibrating out of that triangle also. So just know that, okay? Number 3 on the metaphysical level is all about the thinking and how you can press things out into this physical realm, okay? Using your verbal, your intuitive nature, as well as conscious and rational mind, okay? That's still feminine and masculine energy, okay, to create matter, to create your experience, okay? So be mindful of that as you're moving throughout that energy today. Now, I do want to say the number 9 on the metaphysical level is the threefold, right? So we are talking about this is definitely going to be the expression of oneself, one's physical, mental, and spiritual stuff, right? So we're talking about the physical aspect, we're talking about the mental aspect, we're also talking about the spiritual aspect coming together, right? So each one of these aspects is the threefold. So we are talking about action on the plane of the mind. So this is still kind of like on the thinking plane, okay, on the plane of the mind. And you do know I am starting on the 20th, y'all, the Kabbalion lectures, okay? So we're doing the Kabbalion lectures, the 7 Hermetic principles. And this number 9 is going to be a great vibration that I can tap into when we get into that lecture, okay? So the number 9 is a threefold number in action on the mind, the plane of the mind, the mental plane, okay? So I want to say this to you guys. Don't think of everything as just minute and disconnected. Everything has a connection to everything, right? When I began this journey, I did not know that the number 9 was going to take me into an aspect of being able to figure out who I was. Like, who thought numerology could give me a greater understanding of who I am, right? I didn't think that numerology could do that, right? Okay. I didn't know. We weren't taught that, right? But through seeking wisdom and knowledge, it's interesting the things that you can find, my love. Okay, so let's get into this. So we are doing the 4 elements. Okay, we are going to start off with the wonderful, wonderful Earth energy because we are still in Capricorn season. Okay, so Earth energy is going to be Capricorn. It's also going to be Taurus and Virgo. If you are a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo, my loves, this message is going to apply to you. Okay, if you are not a Capricorn, a Taurus, or Virgo, this message is going to apply to your physical realm, the house that called the bills, the children, the husband, the family, the in-laws, right, and the responsibility and the obligations thereof, okay? So within that energy being said, you got root chakra energy popping up today, as well as sacral chakra energy and throat chakra energy. Root chakra energy is where trust and family and stability lies, okay? And it's asking you, what are you complacent about in your life today, okay? Now, it also is showing up with sacral chakra energy. That sacral chakra energy has to deal with karmic patterns. It also has to deal with codependency issues. It also has to deal with your sexual perception, or your accepting your sexual choices, okay? So a lot of people, and I think I went over this, I don't know what video, and it could have been on a live on a different platform. I don't, it's important because we do know that sexual energy is attached to your creative energy. So if you're having a problem in that area, you are literally locking up creative energy, and your creative energy is not going to be able to flow well, all right? So you want to make sure that you tap into your sexuality, honey. Embrace what you are. Embrace who you are, okay? Listen, we are in 20, what's going on? Mercury retrograde, y'all. So you see, I got to slow it down. We're in 2021, okay? At this point in time, listen, know thyself, love thyself, and to thine own self be true, okay? Just remember that, okay? What are you complacent about? Okay, self-worth is going to be key today. What are you codependent on? What relationships in your life do you need to look at that may not be validating your self-worth? Okay, now, are you keep trying to keep up with the Joneses? Or where's the vanity coming from? Are you really tapping into who you truly are, right? Now, this throat chakra energy can also mean that some of you need to speak up for yourself a little bit more. This can also mean some of you need to listen a little bit more, okay? What are you complacent about? And does this have anything to do with your self-worth? And do you need to speak up, or do you need to listen more? Okay, listen, This is real shit, y'all. Okay. All right. Now we're going to jump on over to the wonderful, wonderful air energy. That is going to be Gemini. It's also going to be Libra. It's going to be Aquarius's energy. If you are not a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, this message is going to apply to your thinking, your spiritual and your mental thinking. Okay. Let me slow it on down because I don't want to fumble my words again, y'all. All right. So here we go. You got dominant energy on the board is solar plexus energy, abundance and dissipating energy. Okay. What are you giving your focus to that is not yielding you the experiences that you want or the things that you want? All right. Are you looking in abundance from a place of lack, the glass half empty versus the glass half full? Are you living in a self-fulfilling prophecy, telling yourself that you can't have, there is not enough? Okay. Are you trusting your instincts today and paying attention to your intuition that is guiding you to the limitless possibilities? Okay. It's really asking you to get out of your ego today, pay attention to your will. All right. Some of you, this is all about maybe self-confidence. This could be about self-discipline for some of you today, also in self-mastery. Okay. And that's going to apply to your thinking, honey. Okay. Yeah, get out of those negative thoughts, my love. What are you wasting and giving energy to that is not yielding you? Okay, that is not making you feel confident. That is not allowing you to be disciplined in the things that you want. Think about that today, my wonderfuls. Okay, now we're going to jump on over to the wonderful water energy. That's going to be Pisces. It's also going to be Cancer, and it's going to be Scorpio. Okay, if you are not a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, this is going to apply to your emotions. Okay, now today's a day where you can gain enlightenment. Okay, but you want to pay attention to the areas that you may need to be mature today. Okay, and are you judging things fairly? Okay, are you being impartial when you're judging things or judging others today, or even judging yourself? That's important too, right? So you got solar plexus energy popping up on the board, so you may have to walk on some, self-mastery, some self-confidence. For some of you, this is all about discipline. Okay, this is asking some of you to be disciplined in the heart, like have compassion, grow up. Okay, maybe not lash out so much with your emotions, right? Judge impartially. Look at yourself today, my wonderful water signs, or anyone that's in their feelings today. Look at yourself before you project outwardly today, and that's your message. Okay. Okay, last but not least, we got the fire elements. If you are a fire sign, my love, that is going to be Leos, Aries, as well as the wonderful Sagittarius. Okay, if you're not a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, this message is going to apply to the parts of your life that you may need to take action. There may need to be movement. Not to mention, this can be passionate or lustful energy, just depending on what end of the spectrum you are, honey. Okay, but this can also mean, my love, that you need to trust your intuitive energy. Okay, now today, my wonderful fire energy, you got abundance popping up with solar plexus energy. You got bittersweet popping up with throat chakra energy. And you got self-worth popping up with your sacral chakra energy. So once again, my wonderful, wonderful fire signs, just like I said, to the water energy, right? The question is, are you seeing the glass empty or half full? Right? You can see the glass empty or half full. You can be walking in lack or walking in abundance. Okay, and I just also need to know that you cannot take everybody with you. Communicate your truth today. All right, because you got bittersweet popping up here, so there may be some type of communication where you have to tell someone something, and you're happy about it, but it may not come out. They may not receive it as that, or you may, it's kind of like you want to share something with somebody and you rush out to tell them, but you think this is such exciting news, but they don't receive it as exciting news. Just brace yourself. Okay, understand that everybody's dealing with their own self-worth today. We do have that sacral chakra energy popping up, my loves, but this can actually be, and I'll be honest, like this can be karmic patterns. So today you want to be mindful of your karmic patterns. Okay, who's the common denominator in this situation? Is it you? Because sometimes you attract the same type of energy with different faces. Okay, in different spaces. So be mindful of that. About that. Okay, your self-worth is going to be key today, and it may be a bittersweet moment because you will have to communicate to somebody. You may have to check somebody today or put some boundaries in today. Okay, now be open, see the glass half full, know that you're stepping into your abundance and you no longer have to live in lack. Okay, now I'm saying, and when you don't live in lack, manifestation can happen. And I'm talking about lacking stuff from a mental point of view, right? Because then you can take action, right, to get those things in this third dimensional realm that's needed when you know who you are truly. Okay, I appreciate each and every one of you. I want you guys to have a wonderful weekend. Okay, check out my Instagram page if you want to know the details for the metaphysical class that I will be having. Okay, we're jumping into the Kabbalion. I am going to be doing a lecture, 2 lectures. That's going to be on the 20th, Wednesday, next Wednesday, and the 27th, the following Wednesday at 3 p.m. Okay, that was going to be for a donation of $30. Okay, my love. So check out my Instagram, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Y'all are going to be getting a lot more videos when I am. I want to do some more. I don't know. My ears feel a little weird, y'all. So there's been some channels and stuff coming in, so I'm definitely swapping up the daily vibrations, and I'm going to just get a lot more spiritual with the daily vibrations, and add a lot more metaphysical knowledge to the daily vibrations. Okay, so I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow's vibration. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.